Oh, wow, it's all action here. Let's have a look at the time. It's 5 p.m. What day of the week is it?
Oh, you've caught me off guard. Thursday.
It's a Thursday, it really is, and we've got 3 days of action. Win Games 2020 in our brand new studio. What do you think about this? What do you think about this studio, Emma?
I think it's amazing.
We've no idea who Flyer X is. I don't even know if it's just one person or if it's a few different flyers. Because that looks like a smaller body shape than what we saw earlier.
There is speculation that it is more than one person, so we don't know.
Not at the same time, not more than one person in the suit.
But
different flights. But
they would need a bigger suit.
We've absolutely no idea, have we? So we're going into the two-way dynamic. It's going to be our next action. We can tell that they're lining up. Let's switch down to the tunnel and have a look. Who's next, Emma? Fly spot. Max and Dave is going to be our first round one speed in two-way dynamic.
It certainly is. I'm just getting the draw, Regan.
We're going to find out who it is now. Now we know Max has been flying fast indeed in the solo speed.
So the draw for round one is Head Up In Face Snake and Classic. And I don't seem to have the rest of it, but I will find out for you. So Head Up In Face Snake. Into the Classic. So the 180 turn at the bottom, 180 turn at the top. Transitioning to Head Up. It's Head Up in face circles. Okay, and back to the Head Up Snake.
Currently 27, 28, 29 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
Oh, the bust.
So we've got a bust there. So Max and Dave, this team, Max is Andrzej's teammate who won the solo speed last year.
Yeah.
And they won in the Polish Open. But Andrzej couldn't make it to the Win Games this year, but we know from Regan that he is watching.
Yeah, he's doing his final high school exams right now, but he said he should see us next year in Empuriabrva. We hope so.
Amazing. We shall look forward to it. Max and Dave kicking off two-way dynamic with a great first flight. Does look like they have two busts.
Final score, 75.946. 75.946.
So, Regan, I'm wondering about those busts. It looked like two busts came up at the same time, which can happen if two judges bust the same move.
Well, let's find out about that if we can from our team backstage. If it was two busts or if it was just two passing the same one. Tobias and Kira, side by side. Been watching them in training the last couple of days. Unusual to see Kira in this black suit.
I know, I was just thinking that. And without Ishen by her side.
Yeah.
This is unusual and extremely exciting. I cannot wait to see the two of them fly together. I've caught a tiny bit of training. Bit of breathing there. And this is so different from what they are used to doing.
I can tell you from the previous flight, Emma, it was only one bust, not two. Thanks very much for the information.
Brilliant.
Yeah, getting it live from the judges.
Was from Max and Dave.
Yeah.
Right, next up we've got Tobias and Kira.
Here we go.
Fly like a hurricane.
They are in.
It's looking good, it's looking fast already. Look at those two black suits. Into the Classic. Flying beautifully together. Into the head-up circles. And starting the second page. Head up in face snake. Into the Classic. It's looking good. Can they beat the time of 51.855 seconds? So this is a new team that we have not seen fly here together at the Win Games, except in training. Come on, Tobias and Kira, fly like a hurricane. They have gone past that 51 seconds. And they're out!
63.627. 63.627 is the current Well, is that the current top time? I've got the... because we saw the
We
two
removed-
busts. Yes.
Yeah, so I think one bust has come off,
Yes.
giving us a lower score. Next up, I was talking to Carlotta earlier. Carlotta from Italy. This is Joker Team. And we might find out why they are called Joker Team. I believe that we might later on in the competition. But either way, these two are looking ready. We've seen Carlotta compete last year with the Red Hot Chili Flyers with Sylvia Lackner. Sylvia currently traveling around Indonesia. Very nice.
Yes.
But Carlotta, a really beautiful flyer, and her teammate now, Johannes Heptner, sorry. Okay, looking good there. Oh, and they've got a little bit lost. Now it's time to reset, let that go. Where do they start again from?
Difficult decision to be made, Emma. It's not easy.
It is not. Come on, guys. They have recovered this like absolute pros. This is brilliant flying. The fact that they could have recovered after such a difficult time, they have got a second bust.
They have indeed.
It's a real shame. This is the first round of two-way dynamic. It looks like the same mistake has happened again.
Yeah, currently 51.9, 52 with 4 busts, Emma. Yeah, there's a 5th, so it's catching them tricky one for them. Team.
This is Joker Team. Carlotta and Johannes.
Wow. It's a full house down here. It's been a long day already. Went live at 8 o'clock this morning, now 5 p.m. And out the door they go.
That was a good round. It was quite a lot of busts, but that's first round over. Carlotta's shaking her head.
Oh, good stuff.
So we are on the two-way dynamic. This is the first round. Now I see Alex, who was flying first in the solo speed. Take a deep breath. You're okay. He's visualizing in his head. This is Team Reset.
Waiting. Who's got a drop in the tunnel noise, Emma?
We have, I'm guessing that's going to be a review for the Joker Team. Okay, discussion. We've had a switch out of the judges here. So I will let you know.
So we just got a review going on, Emma, did you say?
I think we do have a review. Looks like the judges are discussing it now.
Good shot there of the screens of the judges as they debate.
Yeah, so they will be looking at the busts of Joker Team. I couldn't see exactly what was on the screen there. Let's see if we've been given any information. So 5 busts and no review. That was for Joker Team.
Just checking in on the Facebook Live, see what comments we get coming through at the moment, Emma, if I can just find it. The wind speed starts again.
It is. This is Team Reset.
Yeah, that's...
Ready in the tunnel. This is Alex Vila and Fernando Cid.
Do that one again, Emma. Whee!
Came out a bit high, didn't it?
Yeah.
And they are in, beginning with a head-up in-face snake.
Whee!
I'll practice that name. Okay, into the classic. Oh, that looked like a ring bust there. And into the head-up circles. And bringing that back to begin the second page. This is Team Reset. I wonder why they're called Reset. Oh, I think they both turned different ways then on the classic, which means that that will be bust for that classic on the second page. Perhaps this is why. And reset, start again, carry on, don't let the busts affect you. It's looking like 3 busts at the moment. Although I think 2 happened at the same time, so I'm thinking it might be 2 busts. Again, that was another mistake on the classic. It looks like, I think it might be 15 seconds of penalties added on. This is the first flight of the first round of two-way dynamic. 4 busts, perhaps 5. And they're out. An excellent effort there. Really tricky to be the first ones to start off the two-way dynamic competition. Guys, come back, reset, and be ready for the second round. So for the two-way dynamic, what we are going to see is we're going to see 3 speed rounds today and 1 free round. Now, the teams are going to be ranked from 16 all the way up to first place.
They're going to be ranked, yeah?
They will indeed.
Yeah.
And then...
Carry on. From at what place to what place?
From 16.
Yeah.
So all of the teams are going to be ranked. So the positioning that they finish in today is really important. Each speed round is worth 100 points.
Uh-huh.
And the free round, to make it kind of balance it out more, is going to be worth double points. So the free round is going to be worth 200. Each speed round worth 100. So that is a total of 500 points up for grabs. We're going to see, obviously, the top team has the most points. The lowest team in position 16 will have the least points. And then we are going to go into battles and knockouts tomorrow. So we will finish the day with a ranking. Every team will be ranked from first down to 16.
Yeah, it's interesting that there has to be a way of teasing these teams apart, finding out who's going to be at the top, who's moving forward, who doesn't. It's never been easy, but we're trying to work on it.
Right, okay, we have the Swiss team. Oh, and it looks like Benjo has been fixed. Looks like his injury, we saw him crashing into the tunnel door on the last exit. Looks like he is still able to fly. I'm not sure what they're doing.
So the reason for this little break, Emma, it's the temperature, the airflow temperature, the tunnel temperature got too high. It's been running since 8 this morning, so we have to wait just a little while for it to cool down before we can restart. So that's a technical issue we've got right now. Just hear the air starting to increase. I think that's the first time we've actually had that as an issue, that we've had to let the tunnel cool down a little bit.
Oh, my goodness, it's warm in here, though, isn't it?
We should cool down a little bit, shouldn't we?
We should. Shall we take the studio outside?
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. Right, anyway, so we've got Real flying. This is Benjamin and Olivier from Switzerland. Look at that synchronicity in those two. It's almost like a mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, that white and red suits, distinctive of Swiss. The flag is a big plus, of course.
This is looking like really nice flying. Nice, keeping it clean. Good there on the classic. Head up circles. This is a really, really nice round for these two.
Nicolas Cronin-Lefiche from Switzerland says, "Go Swiss."
Come on, guys. Into those head-up circles. Stalling it back, crossing that final line, and they're out!
With 65.377. 65.377, Emma.
So no busts there. And that was looking like a really good time. So sometimes the key is consistency, keeping it clean, not making those mistakes, not making those busts. Right, now we've got 13 going on 30. And they're straight in, no messing about there. 13 going on 30. Are they aged 13 and 30?
Yeah, it could be. That could be where the name comes from. Have we seen these fly before, Emma? Do we know them? I don't know.
We haven't, but I have actually seen Jill flying before in a video, and she was very good.
Yeah, it's Jill Knutson from the USA and Andrew Konucki.
Konucki?
Yes, 13 going on 30. 13 going 30. It's always nice to see new competitors here at the games.
It certainly is. She's wearing a great suit as well. This is looking like a really nice round. From these two, oh, a little bit of a collision. And they seem to have got away with that without too much disruption. It can be really difficult to pick yourself back up and to move on and to forget the fact that you've made a mistake. I'm not sure if that is 3 busts or if the bust button got pushed. Sometimes 2 judges can push the button at the same time, so it could be that. So we'll have to wait for the final score, but really, really nice first flight there from 13 going on 30.
Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Win Games. Welcome to Empuriabrva. I'm sure everybody that you know back home is enjoying and very proud to see you flying in this championships.
A little slow motion replay there of a little bit of a collision there in the tunnel from an otherwise really nice first round. Okay, next up, we saw Dennis Castiglione from Italy flying in the solo speed. Now he's teaming up, and he is in aerogravity with Mika Melo from France.
Indeed he is.
I know that these two are fast. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what they do in their free round as well.
Yeah.
A creative team from aerogravity. Okay, visors down. It looks like they've got the go-ahead. Little high five. Straight in. Mika following. Mika starting and Dennis following into head up in face snake. Nice synchronicity there on that classic. It's looking good. Both very strong head up flyers here. Good head up in face circles. Bringing it back, starting that second page. That second head up in face snake. Into the classic. Transitioning back to head up. There is a lot of switching between head up and head down here, Regan.
Slowing it down, Emma, slowing it down.
So we're seeing that the scores, the time is a lot longer than the solo speed. Now, the solo speed, we're just flying part of this. 2-way, it's a set pattern of 3 moves, and it's repeated 3 times. In solo speed, we saw that the penalty, the bust penalty was 3 seconds. Here it is 5 seconds, but they've got no busts.
Total time, 67.236.
Putting them so far out of the teams that we've seen in 3rd position.
And we do have a review for them there, I believe, Emma. There's going to be a review. You can see it right now taking place.
That's great to be able to watch this view. So one of our judges, Joel O'Donoghue, discussing what he's seen on the screen.
And look as well how the evolution of the screen has moved. On this bracket it's now on, attached to the table. It used to just to be balanced on a box or something. It's the evolution of that is even incredible to see. So it's review time for aerogravity.
So I think they're discussing whether the arm crossed the line or not.
Yeah, it's the end of Mixer 2 review. End of Mixer 2. So second page, end of Mixer. That's what we're looking at, Emma. That's what we're trying to find. Well, we're moving on to the Fly Spot Amigos Fly spot been awarded the Worlds in 2022 at Katowice this week.
So we have got Jimmy Sjoland Larsen and Myris Leva from Latvia. And Jimmy was from Sweden. Not two flyers that I've actually seen live flying before. So I'm really excited to see them now. Straight into the tunnel with a head-up in-face snake. This is two-way dynamic. It's the first round two-way dynamic. This team have got a bust. This is Fly Spot Amigos. Into the head-up in-face circles. And they will stall it back and begin that second page now. Back to the head-up in-face snake.
63.627 is the current target.
So they are flying fast, Regan. I don't think it's as fast as some of the other teams that we have seen, and a little mistake there is going to cost them a precious few seconds. Into the classic. Completing that classic.
Nicely done.
Head up in face circles. Strong head up flyers here. Looking nice across that final line, Regan. They're getting out the tunnel.
One bust on the door. 70.754 is their result. Emma still at the top. 63.627 for Fly Spot, Max and Dave. That's the target to beat. That's where we're at right now. That's where the action is. That's where we want to be keeping our eyes on. With that time, who can beat it, Emma? Who can take it?
Who can, Regan? That is the question, and that is what we are here to find out at the Wind Games.
Now, look who's here. Ray from the commentary team of the Formation Skydiving, the VFS, the Open and the Female this morning with Pete Allen, is back at the Wind Games.
So this is L and R.
Yes.
Is their team name for Lorraine and Ray.
Is it their third competition with us or second?
Oh, is it? I think it's the second.
I think it's second. They definitely competed last year.
I think it's the second. We definitely saw them last year. We definitely cheered for them last year. We love these two girls.
In the goal, Eleanor.
In face snake, led by Ray, followed by Lorraine.
Ray, a great champion of FS, four-way, many high-level teams. Switched her focus to dynamic a couple of years ago.
Huge amount of respect for those people who change discipline.
Yeah.
You know, really win medals in one and then transition to another. It's terrifying and it's scary, and Ray's doing an absolutely incredible job along with her teammate Lorraine, and this is already looking so much better than last year. Come on, girls. In the head-up in-face snake.
Just one bust on the score right now. This is certainly...
Good classic. I think head went through the ring there.
Just didn't get deep enough on that.
Come on, girls. Take your time. 2 busts so far for Eleanor.
Chris Mayhew says, go, Eleanor.
So we have heard that bust buzzer 3 times now, and the girls are just carrying on, not letting it bother them. I think they were a bit more shaken by it last year.
Yes.
And had a few moments of sort of getting lost, but this is huge progress, and they ought to be really, really proud of themselves. You can see it in their flying, Regan. Yeah. And another bust there. Come on, girls, and your head up in face circles. Lorraine Latour from France and Ray Ahmed from Great Britain. Taking a little moment here, crossing that final line out to the tunnel.
Well done. Round 1 for them, and the two-way dynamic is through. Chris Mayhew says, go L&R. Colin Robb says, yeah, you miss everyone at the games. Yeah, Colin, we miss you too. Great to have you here in Spain on previous years. If you just tuned in, it is the 7th edition of the Wind Games. This iconic competition here in Catalonia. Skydive Empuriabrva right behind us, and the tunnel here of Windoor, now teamed up with Windoor in Barcelona as well. In our 7th edition of this event, trying to bring it to you to a better standard every single time, now with direct communication through the judges to tell us what the problems might be, where the issues might be, if it's a review, looking behind the scenes, opening up all angles of this sport to the people watching around the world. If you just tuned in, a very good afternoon and join us. It's 5:30 here in Spain, and we have our next team preparing to go.
Right, we have got the Kartoshka and Baby Yoda. Now, this is Elena Dorofeva.
Yes.
We've seen her flying
Freestyle.
before in freestyle. We saw that incredible ballet performance.
She was with the Bolshoi body, wasn't she?
She was. Elena has got, if you've got time to talk to Elena, she has got the most fascinating backstory. She's from all over the world. I love watching her fly. She has teamed up now.
Just a message through from Leslie Gale. Says the first Win Games back in 2014, Josh was sat in a chair on top of a table to check the bus lines. That's what he was. Yeah, it's true. I was stood at the end of the bar with a microphone and a CD player. And somebody had a camera pointing it at me and then at the tunnel.
Okay, it's looking good. Elena in flyer position number 2. Head up in face snake. She's flying with Dani
Figueira.
Figueira.
Yeah, Figueira.
Figueira.
Yeah. Almost like Figueiras. Is he from there, I wonder? No. Figueira.
So this is not the fastest round that we've seen, but this is looking great. This is looking clean. Both really good, strong flyers, and it looks like this is a great combination. These two coming together. Both really nice people as well. It'll be exciting to see what else Elena is bringing this year. I'm looking forward to seeing their free round. 1 bust, 2 busts, but that looked great.
Yeah, very nice indeed. 82.604. 82.604. It's good to see so many new names and new faces out here on the field, Emma. Every year we have some new talent. Now look who's here now.
Oh, it's
Sydney Kennett and Makalai Diaz from Canada. Sydney and Chewy. And what did we call those wings last year? Were they the earwings?
Earwings.
Earwings, that was right, yeah.
Earwings, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, the earwings of Sydney. I wonder if they're the same ones.
So Malachi and Sydney, I did see them discussing their free routine earlier. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do. These are both two individual, absolutely amazing flyers.
Yeah, that's right. Into the tunnel they go.
Okay, looking good. Starting with the head up in-face snake. Into classic. Both turning the same way. Very quick transition. This is a great team. This is two exciting young flyers from Canada and from the USA. Sydney and Malachi. Look at those body positions. This is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing these two as a two-way. I think they were going to compete as a two-way last year, but Malachi was ill.
He was. He had the flu last year. Really strong flu as well. Remember, he was pale. He was white.
He was, and he still flew absolutely amazingly. So we've got 1 bust so far for Malachi and for Sydney, a.k.a. Monkey Libre. This is looking really nice, guys. Okay, crossing that final line out of the tunnel with 1 bust. It's a score of 71.471, which will put them into about 6th place with the results that we've got so far at the moment. Huge cheer at the moment. Okay, so next up, Hurricane Factory's Daddies de la Muerte. I'm going to need to get a translation on that. Okay, so we're going to be seeing, carrying on with the first round of two-way dynamic at the Wind Games. Hearing the tunnels starting up. This is Čestmír and Jan, both from the Czech Republic, both based at Hurricane Factory. Looking forward to seeing what these guys bring, and also really looking forward to their free routine. They are in now. Right, looking good there. And great suits as well. Oh, bust are there on the classic.
Great response.
Not stopping them though.
Great response from the crowd, Emma.
Yep, starting that next page of the snake. Head up in face snake. One bust so far. Two busts so far. So Regan, this is Hurricane Factory Daddies de la Muerte.
Yes, Hurricane Factory's Daddies de la Muerte.
Do you know what that means?
It's de la Muerte is of the dead, no? Daddies of the dead?
Daddies of the dead.
De la Muerte.
Well, they're flying very well.
De la Muerta. Daddies of the dead? De la Muerte.
De la Muerte.
The dead. Yeah. And so with Sydney and Malachi, that's a pickup team. They just put that together, that two-way dynamic. Not too bad at all, Emma.
That was a great round for the Hurricane Factory boys.
So we're still there with that 63.627. The first flight on the two-way dynamic is holding strong. But we've got some teams coming now who are going to be challenging that time, Emma. It's going to be yay, nay, nay, yay. Yay, nay, nay, yay! For Naya Dixon and Ben Rowan. What they called, Emma?
Yeah, nah, nah, yeah.
Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, nah, yeah. Commentary gold, this.
Oh, I can imagine Ben Rowan coming up with that.
Yeah.
I know we had Devon Rowan earlier watching on the live feed. I don't know if he's still here, watching his brother about to fly. In yeah, nah, nah, yeah.
Yeah, nah, 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 yeah.
This is Ben Rowan and Naya Dixon flying for the USA in round one of two-way dynamic in the Wind Games 2020.
Yeah, I mean, all joking aside, two incredible flyers here. Ben, as we know, is an incredible force to be reckoned with. And Naya Dixon, we've just seen her today for the first time in this championships. First time I've seen her in competition. Incredible skill and speed, and only been flying for 18 months. So this is going to be a nice combination, Emma.
It certainly is. So the Hurricane Factory flyers that we just saw, it does translate as Daddies of Death.
Daddies of Death. Right, look at the camera, shaking it up. Oh, you ready?
Naya! Okay, doing it for the USA here. Naya and Ben.
Here they go. Clock is ticking, and they are off.
Yeah, they are. Looking good. Look at the speed of Naya. It's absolutely amazing. Look, they both fly really, really beautifully. Great body positions.
Wow.
Really nice. Okay, into that next page. We are on Head Up in Face Snake. Followed by Classic. Half turn at the top.
35 seconds now.
Transitioning into Head Up in Face Circles. Stalling it back, starting that third and final page. This is Yeah Nah Naya.
63.6 to beat, Emma.
Ben Rowan and Naya Dixon flying both from the USA. This is really exciting stuff, Regan.
55, 56, 63.6 to beat.
They are almost done. Stalling it back. Gonna cross that final line
Come
out the door.
Oh, it's just outside. 64.054.
Whoa, but in that second place there in the league table at the moment from this round.
What an incredible start. This force of the young Dixon is an incredible thing to watch, Emma.
It certainly is. I really, really enjoyed watching those two.
Yeah, me too. We got a review from the judges now.
Really?
This could make a difference if something gets bust on here. It came through clean, didn't it, to us?
Yeah, it certainly did.
The review now could add that 5 seconds onto it, depending on what they're saying. But we just got a thumbs up there from one of the judges. They're still reviewing. Let's see if I can get down to our special behind-the-scenes group and see. It is a vertical 2 review, Emma. So that's second page.
So we are, so that's the classic on the second page.
Yeah.
We can see them looking at it now.
Lots of rounds of applause and clapping going on outside for the audience, the tunnel members. What are they saying? Emma, they're still watching.
They are still watching. This is obviously a really close one.
Keeping an eye on that, but what an incredible flight we have just seen there. We've got some information coming up later about the raffle that we're holding. We're going to get those details to you before we say goodbye for the day. But in the meantime, quick word to Adam Matacola. How's it going?
It's going amazing. This competition's awesome.
This is a great thing we've started now, trying to get information from the judges to us as well, so we know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a big effort we're trying to do, is trying to keep everyone updated. Of course, sometimes there's a few things, but yeah, as much as we can, we're always going to keep everyone updated.
All right, Emma, who have we got next?
I can hear the tunnel. I can see Danny and Cesar of the Windoor team.
Windoor DC!
This is Windoor DC.
All right, they're in.
They are in for the head-up in-face snake. Beautiful body positions from these two. We've seen them flying at every Win Games for the last few years anyway. Looking really good. We've had mixed successes in the solo speed from these two boys, but together they are a powerhouse. Right, looking good on the classic there.
I can tell you now, the previous one came through clean, Emma. That review came through clean.
Right.
Windows DC, 39.40 seconds now. Still 63.6 to beat.
This is going to be a really interesting round, Regan. We know that everything can change in a heartbeat. So far, no huge major dramas in this first round of two-way dynamic. But there's still time to go. Okay.
Out the door. Oh, look at the time, Emma.
Oh.
Look at the time. 59.765.
Windoor DC, you just never fail to do that. It's a shock every time. You're amazing. You've just pipped that top score, pending review from the judges.
Yeah, we just took another 4 seconds, over 4 seconds off it. And now the Windows Rascals.
Windoor Rascals. So this is Alex Gonzalez and Lewis Hard. Last minute swap. Lewis was originally going to be flying with Josh O'Donoghue, who we have seen judging. But he was injured, an ankle injury, and has now been replaced by Alex Gonzalez. So this is much more tricky for these two because it is a last-minute team.
We've got a review, Emma, from DC. Windows DC have got a review going on. It's not over yet. The action and the controversy and the tense, nervous action continues. Is it clean? Are we still doing the review, or is it okay? I think we might be still doing the review. We're not entirely sure. We'll get it. It looks like it's okay. We're in.
We are in. This
The
is
Rascals.
the Windoor Rascals. Looking good. Nice head up flying there. Into the classic. I think there's a very specific Windoor style, in my opinion. This is looking good, guys. A little bit of pushing off the window there from Alex.
It's always interesting when we break through that 1 minute mark, Emma. We've done it already with DC. What about the Rascals? Great flyers as well. Can they break that 1 minute mark?
Great flyers, but it's so much more difficult when you've not trained together.
Yes.
You know, Lewis and Josh are trained together for this.
Yes.
And Alex has had to step in last minute. So it's all to play for, but they have got so much more of a challenge on their hands.
It's an uphill struggle, Emma. 59.765 is the target.
Okay, it's looking good though, guys. Okay.
There goes the 59 seconds.
Bringing it back, crossing that final line and out the door.
Wow, Emma, the story is right now that they would have been 63.667. The fastest we had flying like a hurricane, 63.627. 0.05 of a second difference.
It's just so close, Regan. And this is why we need this technology. This is why we need these timers, the lasers in the door, the review systems from the judges. Technology is so important to us in this sport. It is evolving all the time. New technologies are helping to make this more and more accurate.
We've got a review going on as well, Emma. The judges are telling the guys, stop, we're not ready yet. We've got a review going on. We've got a review going on right now. The one we were looking at before was a vertical 2 review. That was done clean. So we're now, okay, it looks like we're good to go. Looks Fly, Aspire are in.
They are. This is Noah and Kaylee Wittenberg.
Look at them go.
I'm loving the colour of these new suits. They're actually matching that table next to them, aren't they? The results table. Looking good. Kaylee and Noah, this is looking so very fast. We've seen them both flying individually in the solo speed with, I think it looks like Kaylee might be at the top at the moment. Always a fast team. This is Luxfly Aspire, our final team in the first round of the two-way dynamic. Fast and flawless so far.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Oh my goodness.
Emma.
That looked like it was just one bust. It's showing 3 on the screen. I would imagine it was just one because it was all for the same part. Come on, guys. Right. Crossing that final line out the door. Regan, what's it done?
Oh, wow. It's an incredible time. 57.028 without any incursions. But, Emma, if it is that one bus, that puts it down at 62.01, which you think it was probably one bus there.
I don't know.
But 57.078 clean would have been a fantastic score. We don't know, though, if it was clean. We heard that bus noise. We will find out very shortly. Let's get the results on the screen and see. We haven't got their time yet. It is all coming down from the 100 points maximum. Emma, you can talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so up in the top 3 that we can see, we've got Windoor Rascals in 3rd, Fly Like a Hurricane in 2nd, and Windoor DC, who absolutely smashed that round, in 1st place currently. We don't have the score for Luxfly Aspire yet. So we'll look forward to getting that, and it could change everything.
Yeah, that's true, Emma. It's fantastic stuff. Now, as you know, that you've been watching these games for the last few years, we have the Care All Foundation, which is very close to the heart of many people here in Empuriabrva, from Scandinavia, Empuriabrva, and especially at Windoor as well. And for all the people that are here in town, we've got the opportunity for them to win some great big prizes. There's a raffle happening here, and you can buy tickets at the reception for €10 each. Let me just tell you a little bit about this. This year we're holding the raffle. The proceeds go to the Let the Kids Fly project for the Care All Foundation. This project has been the aim of giving the gift of flight to a large group of young people who would otherwise not have the ability or the opportunity to get the flight. It will begin with a group of 150 young people from centres for at-risk children, giving them each the first-time experience at Windoor. 3 of these kids will then be selected to receive a flying scholarship in the form of an indoor skydiving course, which is absolutely incredible. Then with the opportunity of being employed at one of the Windoor tunnels here in Empuriabrva or in Barcelona. And this enables lifelong skills for the young people, as well as our sport benefiting from eager new instructors. Isn't that amazing? Let's give it a round of applause, ladies and
Really is
gentlemen.
absolutely amazing.
The stuff you can win, we'll tell you about it a little bit later, but we've got Sky, helmets up for grabs, ski passes for Lamelina, cookie helmets, purchasing suits, 50% off Dean Flywear, 25% off Ton Fly helmet, 4 vouchers for 30 minutes of tunnel time at Windoor Barcelona. And last, but certainly not least, we have 2 lots of 30 minutes tunnel, each at Windoor Empuriabrva right here. Tickets, €10. If you're not in Empuriabrva right now, get yourself here, buy yourself a couple of tickets for a tenner. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.